Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos. Why did Yulong stop Yang Miemie from playing injured roles? The heartfelt truth behind his promise in an industry ruled by algorithms and fleeting trends, where fame is measured by the speed of a hashtag. Most actors come and go like passing storms. But every now and then, someone stands still and becomes a quiet, steady light. That someone is Yulong. Unlike many of his peers, Yulong has built his career without scandal, without chasing traffic. His strength lies not in noise, but in a kind of calm conviction. And it was during one such moment of conviction that a small but deeply human promise was made. He would never allow Yang Miemie, his frequent co-star and close friend, to take on roles where she must endure physical pain or appear broken. What sounds like a simple professional decision is, in fact, the beginning of a story that fans say changed how they see the two actors. It started on set, during a late-night shoot, when Yang Miemie collapsed from exhaustion while filming an intense injury scene. Yulong was there. The moment left a mark on him, and from that day forward, he vowed to protect her from roles that could hurt her, even if only emotionally. To some, this is just a rumor. To others, it's an act of quiet devotion that transcends the usual boundaries of show business. What is certain is how audiences feel when they watch the two of them together, that behind the glitter of the screen lies a rare bond built on respect, care, and something almost timeless. And perhaps that is why, in a world obsessed with fame, this one promise has touched so many hearts. I will never let you get hurt again. In a world drowning in noise, those 7 words cut through like a blade. They came from Yulong, a man who has never been loud about his feelings, yet whose actions speak volumes in an industry where love and loyalty often crumble under the weight of schedules and scripts. Yulong reminds us that real devotion doesn't always start with a grand confession. Sometimes, it begins quietly with a promise. That promise traces back to the project that first bound him to Yang Miemie. If you still remember Me in This Life, the film was a storm of heartbreak and destiny, with Yang Miemie delivering a performance so raw that audiences across the country wept alongside her. But what the cameras didn't capture was the man standing just off screen, watching her fall apart in scene after scene. Every time I saw her cry, Yulong later admitted, I couldn't stand it. The better she acted, the worse I felt, because I knew those weren't just fake tears. She was really pouring her heart into it. When the film swept the award season, the spotlight turned on him. Instead of basking in success, Yulong shocked reporters with a single statement that silenced the room: I don't want her to play roles that hurt her like that anymore. Some thought it was a joke. Others dismissed it as sentiment. But to those listening closely, his words were unmistakable. An unguarded vow of protection from a man whose care has outlasted trends, scripts, and fame. In that moment, a promise was made. And fans have been watching ever since, waiting to see how far he will go to keep it on a talk show. Months later, Yulong surprised everyone once again. That film was too cruel, he said, his voice quieter than the studio lights above him. Can we all just not watch it again? There was no PR strategy behind those words. No concern for box office records or marketing spin. What the audience saw, perhaps for the first time, was the simple truth: his regret at not being able to shield the woman he cared for when a role consumed her completely. In an industry where I love you has become as common as a tagline, Yulong offered something far more enduring, a promise that the sharp edges of the world would never touch her again if he could help it. And from that day forward, those who watch closely have noticed a boundary quietly drawn. Yang Miemie can play any role: fierce, funny, clever, strong. But there is one kind of part Yulong no longer allows: anything that leaves her broken. His way of loving is not loud. It doesn't come with roses or red carpets. It's in the small things: a glass of warm milk on nights when she can sleep, standing close but never speaking when the online criticism comes, a silent like on every post. The way he remembers every food she dislikes without ever being told twice. He doesn't need to declare, she's mine, because, by now, everyone already knows. What remains is a single, unspoken question hanging in the air for fans and onlookers alike: is this the beginning of a love story that has been quietly written all along? In an industry where the word partner is thrown around so casually, where co-stars share the screen today and are forgotten by tomorrow, Yulong and Miemie stand apart. Their connection goes beyond scripts and cameras. It has become a shared emotional journey, shaped not by publicity but by something far more enduring. From the first moment they appeared in the same frame, there was something unmistakable about his gaze, admiration, caution, and a tenderness so rare that even the camera couldn't fully capture it. To Yulong, she is not just a colleague. She is the one person for whom he would abandon logic, bend rules, and step into the line of fire without hesitation, not because he planned to, but because some instincts cannot be taught. While others in the entertainment world chase trends, hashtags, and high-profile love stories, Yulong's care has never been about the spotlight. It reveals itself in the small things, the kinds of details that never make it into tabloids, in a bowl of hot soup on a freezing night shoot, in the way he steps forward first when she is misunderstood, in how he quietly erases every trace of worry on her face, and in how he celebrates her victories more fiercely than his own. The world may never see these moments, but for Miemie, they are everything, because, for Yulong, 3 simple words, "I will protect you," have always carried more weight than 1,000 declarations of love. And perhaps that is why their story, told in glimpses and gestures, lingers long after the cameras stop rolling. In an industry addicted to noise and hype, Yulong has never once used her as a stepping stone to grab the spotlight. To him, Miemie is not a strategy or marketing tool. She is someone to protect for a lifetime. His low profile is not indifference. His quietness is not weakness. It is respect. It is love. Those who have worked with them talk about the little things no one else notices: how he waits for her to leave set so she doesn't walk alone, how he memorizes her shooting schedule better than his own, how his phone is full of candid pictures of her laughing between takes. And if his career has taught us anything, it is that true love is not measured by how loudly you declare it, but by the unshakable conviction behind one simple truth: no one else will do. Only you. That is why he draws a line no one else sees, no roles that could shatter her again. Because for Yulong, this is not just a promise, it is a vow, one he has chosen to keep for as long as he lives. And as the cameras fade and the world returns to its endless chase for the next big thing, this vow remains, quiet and enduring, like a lantern that never goes out. It is this quiet devotion that has slowly transformed into a legend among their fans, a love story never announced, never confirmed, but felt in every glance and every gesture. Long after awards are forgotten and the next wave of trends has passed, what people remember is not the glamour, but the gentleness, how 2 people found something unshakable in a world built to be fleeting. And perhaps, in an age driven by chaos and spectacle, this kind of quiet, enduring love has become the rarest thing of all. What about you? Have you ever met someone who would stand in the wind and rain for you silently, without asking for anything in return? Share with us in the comments, what kind of love moves you the most, and if this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the little bell, so you never miss more stories like this. Stories that remind us that even in the loudest of worlds, love can still speak softly and be heard.